Hello there App Spy viewers, my name's Peter and I've got a hands-on video for you. This time it is with The Wild. Now I should say before we begin that this is a test flight build. It's an early look at the game, so everything that you see is subject to change and there will be some sort of frame stutters and stuff like that, so this is not a final product whatsoever. So the game's not available, yeah, you should know that before we begin. So I'm going to tap on here and I've picked up some beef jerky. Hooray! 10 out of 10. So basically I'm wandering around trying to pick up bits and pieces. I've already got my gun and some bullets. There's a bat here. I don't really want that. What's this? What's this? Look down. Ah, okay, so that's a health pack. Gonna grab that, and we're gonna grab some food, because the whole idea of The Wild is that you need to survive. The story is a little bit kind of nondescript, but in a good way. Like, it's not sort of shoving anything down its throat, down your throat. It is kind of post-apocalyptic. There's definitely signs of life in this weird wilderness in which you need to survive, cold, harsh environment that you need to survive, but there's also signs of human beings, and there's stuff. So let's go and investigate. So I'm playing this on an iPad 4, and as I say, it is it's an early look, so please don't take this to any sort of frame rate drops or anything like that to necessarily be indicative of the final build. Because at the moment, that is absolutely what happens. You start looking around at stuff, and sometimes the frame rate really suffers. There will be support for more powerful devices in here. We're hearing that there is stuff in here for metal, but obviously this is not a metal device. Here we are. Look! Oh, look at this. So there's signs of life. There's stuff going on here. What's going on though? No idea. No idea. So let's wander around, let's have a quick look. So it's a survival game in kind of like a Rust Daisy mould. Oh, hello. You see that the frame rate just got really good then. Oh, we can't get up there. Darn. Frame rate just got good because obviously lots of polygons went on screen at the same time. Can we get up there? Can we come up here? Can we come up here? No, can't go up there. So can't quite get up there. That's no problem though. We'll have a quick wander around. I do have different things, and as it is a survival game, you will be needing a gun at some point. I think the gun. There we are. I've got a tiny little sight just in the middle there. What's the gun sound like? Boom! Very nice. There we are. Let's switch back to. Let's go with my lovely axe, shall we? My lovely bloody axe. And as a survival game, it's going to have stuff in here like hordes of zombies that you need to fight off against. There's going to be wilderness, wildlife. There's going to be deer. There are going to be bears. There is going to be a kind of like wildlife ecosystem in which the wildlife will either ignore you or run away from you or attack you, but also interact with one another. In the top right, you'll see that I've got an orange bar and a green bar and a red bar. Those are different meters for things like health and stamina and food. So again, like, it is all about survival, knowing how this world works and using it, using all of your skills and abilities to, you know, hopefully conquer it and to survive, basically. There will also be stealth elements in here, so in the bottom of the screen you'll see there's a little arrow. I can just pop down like that, and that means I'm sort of in stealth mode. And there's also a flashlight for when it gets dark, and boy howdy, does it get dark. So you see, you know, we're up here at the moment, and that's kind of cool, right? Like, we're up here, nothing can really come and get us. So top right, I tap on the little bars, and you'll see that we've got all sorts of stuff in here. And you'll see fire, shelter, fort. So let's go with shelter. Oh, no, let's not go with shelter, because I think we're on a roof, so I don't know if we can actually have a shelter on a roof. It'd be cool if we could. Let's go down and see whether or not we can do it in the snow. Play in the snow. Make a little shelter in the snow. Let's do that. Yes, there we are. So we can do it down here. It'd be cool if you could do it on the roof as well. So, but yeah, so I need to tap the anvil, and I'm using the wood that I've been collecting to build this shelter. Now, I haven't... there we are. I've managed to collect enough wood and do all of that and build it, and now I have a shelter. Again, because it's an early, it's an early build. If I tap on that little shelter icon, it doesn't seem to do anything. But I'm sure it will have a function and a purpose in the proper game when it is released. There's also a fire that you can build, which, again, no idea what that does. Maybe that keeps people away, keeps enemies away. And there's also a fort, which is kind of like a combination of both a shelter and a fire. There's also talk of building barricades and all sorts of different things to defend yourself. It's all very cool, really. But like I say, none of that is really in here at the moment. This is just the world. And a pretty world it is. You know, this ancient forest, lots of water everywhere, freezing cold water as well. Like, if you go in it, you're in some serious bother. So we're picking up sticks. And these twig things, they really are your sort of like premium currency when it comes to survival. I should say that this is a paid game. Don't think that it's free to play or got any premium currency elements in there. But what I mean is, obviously, you need to build cool things to survive. And life is at a premium in this game. So let's tap on that. So you'll see that we were picking up food. You'll see the orange bar, which is health, which is hunger. I'm just going to eat some beef jerky, and that's going to replace a whole bunch of that. Now we're better if we run out of, if the orange bar completely drops down to 0, then we start losing health. We've also got a stamina meter. We can run, we can sprint, and you'll see that my green bar is dropping rapidly. So we can't overexert ourselves all of the time, otherwise we run out of breath. I have to wait for the green bar to regenerate. And yeah, like, so there's a lot of promise and a lot of potential in here, and so far I'm really excited that this is a small development team making a super ambitious game, because it is super ambitious. Obviously this early look hasn't got everything in it, so can't tell whether or not the final product's going to sort of match up to the huge amounts of hype and expectations that this game already has surrounding it. But from what we've been playing so far, certainly from what I've been playing so far, I'm really impressed. This is Peter with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.